What happens if I don't find it, though? Anyway, I thought that was funny. So, sad news. My little suction cup phone holder that goes on my windshield broke. So, I just have to hold my phone, which is unfortunate, but I can't really, have it here, which is where it would have been if it was suction cupped, because my arm's gonna get tired, so I'm just resting it on my armrest, and y'all are just gonna have to deal with me not making direct eye contact. So yeah, I've been gone for a little while. I don't even really know where to begin. I have snippets from videos where I've tried to make this video, but each time I just end up, getting busy with life and work and other things, and haven't been able to cut and edit and share and kind of, focus on that. So I'm doing better. I am going to try my absolute hardest to follow through with this video, because I kind of miss YouTube. I miss editing, kind of. But mostly, I miss the community. I've become friends with quite a few of you guys, actually. If you guys want to be friends with me, add me on Instagram. My DMs are open. I love talking about my car. Hence, I'm in it right now. I love talking about my car. I love meeting you guys. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm on a road trip, and I am driving to Maine. I just got to West Virginia to see some of my friends that I worked with last summer and some of my climbing friends. So it should be a good time. Lots of changes have been happening. Just in terms of, hold on, I gotta make sure I have the right directions. One moment. All right, it was a moment. I do have the right directions. I am on this road for 47 miles. So we're living. Yeah, so a lot's changed. I live in a house now. And I pretty much just use my 4Runner on the weekends and for road trips, camping, outdoorsy things. I had a really great summer. I did a couple trips out to Moab. I did one trip out to Moab, but then I did another trip to South Colorado. It's on the border of Colorado and Utah. So I did 2 desert trips this summer. I hiked 2 14ers, did some other hikes nearby. What else did I do this summer? Oh, I went to Italy. Yeah, I went to Italy this summer. I got a lot of cool videos when I was in Italy. I don't think any of them are horizontal, because let me tell you, I record everything on my phone, okay? I used to have a nice camera. I loved my nice camera, but I just didn't use it enough. I found myself recording everything on my phone, so then I was okay, I'm just gonna use my phone. And now with Instagram Reels and TikToks, it's so much easier for me to make a quick little 30-second video on my phone, just record it right there, share it, bada bing, bada boom. Whereas I feel YouTube is more of a production. I want to try with YouTube. That's pretty much what's been going on. Been doing a lot of camping, a lot of hiking. I went to Italy. Other than that, I've just been working and steady vibing. made it to New York, and this is what I'm looking at. I didn't realize this bridge was going to be so packed. Alas, here we are. I guess there's 2 levels to this bridge. The George Washington Bridge, I think that's what it's called. I'm gonna go on the upper level because it says trucks only, and the last time I didn't take a trucks only like Segway or bridge, I ended up in even more traffic. So yeah, we're just gonna hope that this is gonna be a good sign and we'll skip some traffic. How's that sound, Luke's? Yeah, how's it sound? All right, to the bridge. So I haven't made it to the bridge yet, but look at this. $16 for a toll? Oh my Lanta. How do people live in New York? Please tell me, because $16 to go on a bridge? What? Hey, so if you live in New York, are y'all okay? I need to know. Nico needs to know too, because $16 for a toll. I'm floored. I was pissed I had to pay $4 in Pennsylvania. That seemed excessive to me. All right, hopefully I get to this bridge. Feels like one of those cliche, like, welcome to New York moments, but it's pretty anticlimactic. I feel like this bridge was really built up in my head, but in reality, it's kind of not. But yeah, the city's really cool. The skyline, everything else. But this is anticlimactic. Thanks for joining me on the mission to the bridge. I'm gonna get back to driving now. All right, I am now in Connecticut. Driving in Connecticut is such a calming experience compared to New York. Let me just tell you, being out of New York is probably the best thing ever. Granted, I was only there for like maybe 2 hours, and like an hour of that was traffic and sudden stops and just absolute insanity. Reminded me a lot of South Florida, where people just lay on their horns for funsies. There's no real reason to be laying on the horn. So anyway, drive's going swell. I'm re-listening to Nowhere for Very Long by Brianna Matia because I adore it, and that's where we're at. Nico is taking a nap. He's tired of my shit. On Ved. 6 more hours. Not 7. 6 more hours. I'm out of New York. Out of Connecticut. I'm in Massachusetts right now. And it's raining. Well, you can't really tell that it's raining, but it is. I don't know if you can hear it. Long drives, I don't know about you guys, but I get in my head. Like, badly get in my head. And I start thinking about literally everything from, like, strange things. Like, it's kind of like a meditative process. And long drives are something that I've always done. So, for example, I remember when I was in high school and I was like angsty and I would get sad. I would just get in my car and I would drive. And I would either, you know, end up at the beach, or one time after like an argument with one of my exes in high school, I just got in my car and I drove and I ended up in Georgia. And I was like, how did this happen? And my mom was like, where are you? And I was in Georgia. So the fact that I go on long drives when I need to think, and now that I'm on a long drive, all I've been doing is thinking. And it's a very transformative experience, I would say. Like, I'm thinking about things that I haven't really thought about in a while. not necessarily in a bad way. I think maybe there's moments and there's instances that I tend to overthink. And maybe that's part of what I'm doing now, is overthinking these situations. But it's a humble experience going on a cross-country trip by yourself. It's very humbling and rewarding and a little sad. I think maybe part of the reason why I'm getting in my head is because my drive to Colorado was my first long road trip alone. And it was great. It was transformative. I felt good. I felt sad. Like, I cried. But I felt good. And now I'm on another cross-country trip, but I'm not running away from anything. I'm not starting over in any way. I'm just going on an adventure. And I guess I'm getting in my head because normally when I go on long adventures, it's been with friends or significant others. And this long haul is just me and Miko, you know? Like, I don't really have anyone to talk to. Which is nice to a degree. I mean, I'm perfectly content in my own company, don't get me wrong. But after like 4 days and, 36 hours, I can only call my mom so many times before I'd much rather talk to someone else. And I mean that in the utmost respect, Mom. If you're watching this, I mean that in the best way possible. I promise. I love talking to you on the phone. Yeah. So anyway, just in my head, thinking, driving, lonely. That's all. Just like that, I made it to New Hampshire, and the weather is not looking good. But I'm glad I'm on this side. I mean, look at all that traffic over there. That looks terrible. Welcome to Maine. Oh, it feels so good to be back in Maine. This is so nostalgic. My first day in Maine last summer, it was raining. Like, my first 4 days living in my car for the first time, it was raining, and I was so sad. I was like, I can't do this. I can't live in my car. It's raining. I don't have a living room. I spent a lot of time right here. Right here. This was my living room, and I spent a lot of time here. So the fact that it's raining right now, it's very nostalgic. It's pulling at my heartstrings. Okay, I'm in Maine. The Maine rest stop is my favorite. We got Smokey the Bear in this beautiful welcome center. It's great. What do you think, Miko? We made it, buddy. We made it. Yeah.